Okay, hi everyone. Good afternoon, all of you. So we will start with a quote by the great Buddha. So he says, "If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it in some way." So if you understand what is the power in giving, right, we cannot stop sharing. Right, whatever you have, you try to share from whatever you have. Okay, so that's what he says. And today is the birthday of the great Nobel laureate Bharat Ratna Amartya Sen. And so I think about him. He is an economist, and he got Nobel Prize. We are proud of him, and we have given Bharat Ratna from India. So Amartya Sen is an Indian economist and philosopher who, since 1972, has taught and worked in the UK and United States. Sen has made contributions to welfare economics, social choice theory, economic and social justice, economic theories of famines, decision theory, development economics, public health and measures of well-being of countries. He is currently Thomas W. Lamont University professor and professor of economics and philosophy in Harvard University. And he was awarded the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences in 1998 and India's Bharat Ratna in 1999 for his work in welfare economics. And he says poverty is not just a lack of money, it is not having the capability to realize one's full potential as a human being. Right? So, because everybody has so much potential, if you don't understand your potential, you are also considered as a poor fellow. Right? Because whatever you have, if you don't use it, you are like a poor person only. In the same way, whether it is intellect or money or whatever capability you have to use it, and then only uh, you are rich. Okay, so today we discuss the problem of lid-driven cavity using omega psi formulation. And here there may be a little bit mismatch between the program I will show in MATLAB and the program I will show in the PPT, because I'm last 2-3 days I'm doing modifications here and there, and I might not have done proper modification in the PPT. Okay, but you understand the logic. What are the equations and what is the logic of solving it? That is main important, right? Okay, so we will see how to solve this particular problem. Okay, so this is the lid-driven cavity problem. And here there is a cavity of length L and height H, and there is a lid over this. So it is an infinite lid-like thing. Okay, it continuously moves. So it is the fluid inside is driven by it. Okay, because of the viscosity. So the upper plate of a rectangular cavity moves to the right with a velocity of u naught. And so we have a length I, L, and I to IM, and J to JM. Okay, these are the number of grid points here, and this is moving with a velocity u naught, right? Okay, and the problem description: there is a rectangular cavity has dimensions L by H. The fluid within the cavity has a kinematic viscosity 0.0025, and use FTCS explicit scheme and the point Gauss-Seidel formulation to solve the vorticity and stream function equations respectively. Okay, and the following data are specified. So L is equal to 40, H is equal to 30, and dx is 0.01, dy is 0.01. So there are 41 grid points and 31 grid points in x and y directions. And the velocity of the top plate is 5 meters per second, and delta t is equal to 0.001. Okay, so this is the way it is given, and the convergence criteria for Gauss-Seidel it is 0.001, and for vorticity equation it is 0.002. Okay, like that it is given, and we have to find out steady state solution, and he has asked the different x and y points. Okay, but we will do in general. We will see how it is done. Okay, so here we have taken epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. Okay, one is 0.001 and 0.002 for stream function and vorticity. And the number of iterations is equal to 1000. It is actually there are two things are there. This is for stream function, and the whole thing it is done 1000 iterations like that. Okay, and the L equal to 0.4 given, H is equal to 0.3 given, Nx equal to 41, that is grid points in the x direction, Ny is equal to 31, and dx is equal to 1 by Nx minus 1, dy equal to 1 by Ny minus 1. Okay, so these are just given data, and dt equal to 0.001, and beta is dx by dy, which is used in stream function, and viscosity 0.0025. And actually, I have used point successive or relaxation. For that, the relaxation factor is taken as omega equal to 1.5. And I am taking stream function all zeros, vorticity all zeros, u velocity all zeros, v velocity all
Sir,
zeros. Yes.
sir, please repeat max time equal to
Which one?
1000.
Okay, these are
Max time.
number of iterations only. Okay, this is one and this is one. Okay, I will show you when you show. When I show, you will understand what. Actually, though I have given like this, I have given directly there 1000 only. I didn't use max time or n. Okay, so instead of 1000, you can put n or max time. It doesn't matter. Okay, number of iterations that I want.
Sir, the max time is for what schemes?
It is for the whole thing. Okay, omega n psi, the whole how many time steps I want to do that, because delta t is 0.001, right? So I am doing for maybe 1 second. That is 1000 times if I do for 1 second how the streamlines are changing,
Okay,
right?
sir.
And this u 1 to nx ny means the top layer. I am giving 5 meter per second. And Reynolds number is calculated Vd by nu, that I am taking length as the characteristic length. So velocity is 5 here, it is given, and L is this is L is 0.4 and viscosity is 0.0025. So Reynolds number is calculated here. And
Sir, 5 is rho density. Yes.
no, this is velocity.
Sorry, velocity.
Okay. Uh, okay, here Vrn is the new vorticity nu omega n plus 1. Sfn is psi n plus 1. That is new values. Is it okay? This is the initialization part. Right? And then I will go for vorticity transport equation.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, please again explain why we use the 2. That means n equal to 1000 and also max time equal to 1000.
No. Here, see, in the previous problems also, I take just number of iterations. In between, I will check the new value minus old value. If the error is small, it will break out. Right? Suppose if it is not converging, I want to stop it somewhere. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The total number of iterations, something I will put there. And meanwhile, I calculate the new values for stream function, new value for vorticity, and find out what is the error. And if the error is less than epsilon1 or epsilon2, it will come out of the loop. I can give 1000 or 5000 or 10,000 or 15,000, right? Is it clear? It is steady state problem. I want to find out what is steady state solution. And
No, sir, again explain, sir, please. Can't understand that.
see, number of iterations, I give some very big value, some 10,000 or 15,000. Okay, I don't know how many iterations it will take for convergence. And for every iteration, I check convergence. Once it is converged, it will break out of the loop.
Okay, sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
At every iteration, I calculate the new value, find out the new value minus old value, and find out the total error. And if it is less than epsilon, it will break from the loop.
Yes.
Okay. It is
So,
just
sir, why we use max time?
this also, it is for the whole there is two equations I am solving, right? One is vorticity equation and another is stream function equation. You will understand when I show there, okay? So there are two things for fixing the number of iterations. Just remember that, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now this is the vorticity transport equation. So this I am solving it using FTCS method. So FTCS forward time omega ij n plus 1 minus omega ij n by delta t, and this is uij n. Here dou omega by dou x is omega I plus 1j minus omega I minus 1j by delta x, and vij is like this. But u and v I don't know, so I have to actually, using stream function, I have to write u is dou psi by dou y. I will just do it. So we will take vorticity. This is omega t. Okay, so this is this, and omega t, omega I j n plus 1 minus omega I j n by delta t, plus u, because u is dou psi by dou y. Okay, I will write this as psi I, central difference I am writing, dou psi by dou y, psi ij plus 1 minus psi ij minus 1 by 2 delta y into omega x, omega omega I plus 1j minus omega I minus 1j by 2 delta x. Okay, like that. And v is minus dou psi by dou x. So what will happen? So psi I plus 1j minus psi I minus 1j by 2 delta x into omega y, omega ij plus 1 minus omega ij minus 1 by 2 delta y is equal to 1 by Rg into omega xx, that is omega I plus 1j minus 2 omega ij plus omega I minus 1j by delta x whole square plus omega ij plus 1 minus 2 omega ij plus omega ij minus 1 by delta y whole square.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, we have written for psi central space with the one order, no? First order, sir. And for
No,
right and
central difference.
sorry, central difference for first order, no?
First order means?
First order accuracy, sir.
No, second order. Central difference means second order accuracy.
Yeah, second order. Yes, sir. Yes.
Is it okay? So this I will write it as omega ij n plus 1 is equal to omega ij plus delta t into RHS. No, not like that. So these two will go to the right side. Okay, anyhow. So I will take these two also to the right side. So delta t into whole this and this. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the way I am going to write. And here that will be shown maybe boundary conditions. I will show you that particular equation. Okay, this is the one. All the interior points I equal to 2 to nx minus 1 for j equal to 2 to n minus 1 omega n ij, that is omega ij n plus 1, right? Omega n ij means that is vrn. Vrn means this new value, okay? And these are old values. So omega ij plus delta t by re into this is dou omega by dou x square, dou square omega by dou x square, and this is dou square omega by dou y square, and this is 1 by 4 dt by dx dy. So because we got there here 1 by 4 dt by dx dy you will get, okay, and this into this I will write. That is 0.25
So please
dt by
explain.
dx dy omega ij plus 1 minus into omega minus omega ij. This is dou psi, okay, and this is omega x, dou omega by dou x. This is dou psi by dou y. So this is actually u into omega x. Is it okay? Similarly, the next term, this is v, dou psi by dou x, and this is dou omega by dou y, and here 0.25 dt by dx dy. So is this loop clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Can you show the previous slides?
Which one?
So previous slides.
Okay, that is this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Here, sir, we are determining row of ij of n plus 1. Sorry,
Yeah,
not row. Yes, sir.
Omega ij n plus 1 I am determining.
Okay, so we will.
So this I am writing as vrn.
Okay, sir. So we will take on all the values on the right side.
All the values to the right side.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the 1 by re, this one I have written first, and then these two I have taken later. So this 1 by 4 delta x delta y is there, right? If I multiply these two, I am getting 0.25 delta x delta y, and then delta t multiplies there, like that. Is that okay? So it is
Sir, here del t by
omega
del x.
ij n plus 1 is equal to omega ij n plus delta t by 4 delta x delta y, right, into that ux uy omega x will be there plus ux omega y will be there. Though psi y, psi y. I will write 3. Okay, this is minus. Okay, this is the way we have written the equation. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so that is this equation. And also here, these are boundary conditions. These are boundary conditions. Omega on all 4 boundaries. This is inside only, right? And how to calculate on the boundaries? It is given actually in the textbook. You can see like this. Okay, I will show you the calculations how it is. On the left boundary, suppose if you take on the left boundary of the cavity, this is the equation, stream function equation I am using. Because directly I don't know vorticity. I have to get vorticity from stream function. Stream function I know, because stream function is constant on all the 3 boundaries which are fixed. It is like a streamline. Is it clear? And for the top one, I have to calculate. And so this is the general stream function equation. And on the left boundary, if I take, okay, and there velocity is constant along the boundary. Our stream function is constant. If stream function is constant along the vertical boundary, dou psi by dou y is 0. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Because stream function is constant along the vertical boundary, dou psi by dou y is 0. So dou square psi by dou y square is 0. If I make it this to be 0, so dou square by psi by dou x square, 1j, okay, 1 means the first one. So 1j is equal to minus omega 1j. Okay, this is the equation. And dou square psi by dou x square, I do the Taylor series expansion. Psi 2j is equal to psi 1j plus dou psi by dou x 1j delta x plus dou square psi by dou x square, like this. Okay, and what is minus dou psi by dou x? It is v1, but velocity is 0 on the boundary. So dou psi by dou x is 0. If this is 0, I want dou square psi by dou x square. So dou square psi by dou x square is psi 2j minus psi 1j by delta x whole square. And this 2 goes to the other side. So 2 into psi 1j minus psi 2j by delta x whole square is omega 1j. Is this derivation clear? This is dou square psi by dou x square. And here we got dou square psi by dou x square is minus omega 1. And that I am using here. Is this derivation okay?
Sir, why we expand psi 2j?
Because I want omega 1j. Okay, omega 1 I want on the boundary. And omega 1 is dou square psi by dou x square. So this I want to get in terms of psi 1 and psi 2. Because if I want a value on the boundary, right, I want to have the values on the boundary and one to the left or right I have to take. I don't have left value because it is left boundary itself. So I am taking psi 2. So expansion of psi 2 in terms of psi 1 I am taking, so that I will have dou psi by dou x and dou square psi by dou x square, and dou psi by dou x is 0, and so that I can get dou square psi by dou x square using the values.
Sir, at boundary velocity 0.
Yeah. It is, see, it is no slip condition. It is viscous flow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the way I can find out this. Omega 1j is 2 into psi 1j minus psi 2j by delta x whole square. In the same way, I can do for the other boundaries. On the right boundary, omega imj. Im is here nx for my program. So dou square psi by dou x square nxj is equal to, I have to take that and the point behind this. Okay, it is like backward difference. For that, it is like forward difference. So psi imj minus psi, that is nx, psi nxj, psi nx minus 1j by delta x whole square. Like this, I can find out for the right boundary. Similarly, for the bottom boundary also, I can find out. But for the top boundary, you can see here. On the top boundary, again, I am taking this equation. But here, on the top boundary, dou psi by dou y, that is velocity is given as u naught. That u naught is to be substituted here. It is not 0 on the top boundary. Is it clear?
Sir,
Yes.
can you move to the previous slide?
Yes.
And it's previous.
Yeah. Do you understand this? Okay. This particular equation you understood, right? That is Taylor series expansion. That is Taylor series expansion. And this is 0. And so that I can get this value using the value on the boundary and the upstream point.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
psi on. And from that I can find out the vorticity.
And sir, it's previous slide. Can you move?
Yeah.
It's previous.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, sir, understood.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
So like that, I can find out for the right boundary and the bottom boundary. For the top boundary, what happens is, for the bottom boundary, this is 0. Okay, I will get as usual. But for the top boundary, this is velocity is not 0. Okay, because the top plate is moving, it is not fixed. So it is u 0. , 0 . So this u 0 is substituted here. and dou square psi by dou y square is omega, and from this I can find out omega is a.
Yes, sir. U del psi del y means u. U.
Yeah. Dou
Yes,
psi by
yes.
dou y
See
is
it.
u, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, is this clear? This is the way I have to write in the program. Okay, this is the way I have to for bottom wall, for top wall, for right wall, for left wall. This is okay. If you see here, 2u naught by delta y. 2 into u naught is 5. So 10 by delta y. Here delta y I have written as h. Yeah, here. So delta y I have taken it as 5. So the h. So it is 2u naught is 10. 10 by h. The remaining things same that whatever is there in the equation I have written there. So vorticity on the this is y is 1 means it is bottom boundary, and y is ny means top boundary, and x is 1 means left boundary, and x is nx means right boundary. Like that I got all the things. Is it okay? I have written here
Yes, sir.
this is left wall and this is right wall. So this is the way we solve the vorticity equation, vorticity transport equation. Okay, so boundary conditions are written here, and the vorticity transport equation is solved here for each iteration. This is 1 to max time I am giving. Okay, so this is 1 to 1000 actually. So this is the first loop for stream function. Within this outer loop, there will be stream function solver also. So we will see stream function solver. This is stream function equation. And if you write this discretization, you know this, right? This is written in, okay, without omega, it is there.
PSOR.
Yeah, here it is there. Okay, actually this delta x whole square omega I j n plus 1 should be here also. This is for with relaxation. This is without relaxation, PSG model. And this is the actual equation that is used. But I wanted to modify, and I want to put this particular one. That is with relaxation, right? So here in the textbook, I don't have, that's why I didn't put it here. So this particular term, okay, this, okay, I cannot show this. So this particular term, delta x whole square into omega ij n plus 1 will be there here also. So this equation I have used. And if I show that, so this is the stream function loop. And this is the number of iterations for stream function. Okay, this omega by 2 into 1 plus beta square I taken as factor. Okay, so psi ij n plus 1 is equal to 1 minus omega psi ij n plus this omega by, this is factor.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you explain the previous slide, sir?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this one, sir.
Yeah, what is that I have to explain? You know this, right? You know this equation. And this equation is without omega. Okay,
Yes, sir.
This equation is with omega.
We,
And because I didn't get the equation typed, I have taken this equation. So here, this particular delta x whole square omega ij n plus 1 is to be included here. Am I clear? The second equation, but with relaxation factor, but omega is not there in this equation. I have to put it there. I didn't type it, but in the program it will be there. Is it clear?
okay, sir.
These are, I have written u here. It is not u, it is psi. Okay.
Okay.
Right. That's what.
Sir?
Here. Yes.
Sir, why you use stream function equation?
Why I use stream function equation? Without stream function equation, how can I get the velocity? First, I have to solve omega. then solve psi, then from the psi I have to get velocities,
Okay, sir.
right?
Yes, yes.
So the purpose is to solve for velocity. Okay, so this is stream function equation, and this is the loop. I equal to 2 to nx minus 1 and j equal to 2 to ny minus 1. I have typed the same equation here. Okay, then this is the updation and the post processing. I am finding out error, absolute value of stream function new value minus old value. So I am getting some matrix, and I have to get the sum of all the elements in the matrix, that is even the sum of error, like that. All columns and rows I am summing up, and after that I am finding out substituting the new value into old, so that when I go for the next iteration, new values will be used as old values. And if the total error is less than epsilon, that actually this is epsilon 1. Okay, so break and end. So it will stop doing the stream function iterations. Is it clear? And after that, I am finding out the error in the omega. And this sum also I am finding out. And again, I am putting old value of vorticity into the new value. And then I am finding out the error in the omega function. And if it is less than the given error, so it will break and come out of the loop. So in this way, though I am giving there 1,000, 10,000 or 15,000, it will come out of the loops if the error is less than given epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. Okay, and here this contour, I am finding out stream function contours, means streamlines. So streamline, here it is given rotation 90, rotation 90, rotation 90, like that. Why? Because actually when I give contour, I can give just like this SFN. So what it is doing is, it is taking as moving plate. So I am rotating once, twice, thrice, like that, 90 degrees, so that the moving plate comes to the top. Am I clear? So it is just by experimenting. First I have given like this, but I am giving that way, and that's why I have rotated it 3 times. I will show you what happens if I don't give that. Okay, this is the way it is given, and pause 0.1. Okay, so that is it draws and pauses for the next iteration, and for the next iteration it will draw it like that. And velocities it will calculate. So
Sir, explain pause. Sir, explain. Please explain again.
Yeah, it is actually because it is unsteady flow. So for first time, it will draw it and wait for 0.1 second, and the next iteration it will draw like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, like that. And this is
So sum of error, that means.
Yes.
So sum of error. Why we have taken 2
It
times?
is no. If you give sum, it will do sum of one column, and I have to sum all the columns so that I will get like a row, and then I sum it up again. Okay, like that. So I want to have the sum of all the whole matrix. You see how the sum function is working, then you will understand. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, in previous slide, why rotation 90 is 3 times?
Okay, that's what I will show you why I am doing, because it is giving this moving plate on the right side.
The
So
right
I
side.
want to the left side. So I have to rotate clockwise 3 times so that it comes to the top.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So like that, I will complete. Okay, this is the way I will get it. But I got this way, the vorticity in this top one. I am coming onto the right side. Okay, I will show you when I execute how it happens. Okay. So the same thing here. The other h, nx, ny, dx, dy, beta, viscosity, relaxation factor, max time. Here I have given some 15,000, 10,000, like that. but it is not necessary. I will make it 1000 only. Okay, even I can make it 100 suppose. Okay, and these are the boundary conditions, and this is the vorticity equation, and this is the stream function equation, and this is the error check here for the stream function, and this is the error check for the vorticity, and this is the contour plot. Okay, so this actually if I give the one without rotations, suppose like this I put, I am making that comment. I am just giving contour SFN like this. Okay, so this is the way I am doing. And now suppose I will run it, save it and run. So see, you are getting like this. This is the velocities. Velocity at the mid section like that. Okay, so below it is 0 and gradually it will be increasing like that to the top. Okay, so if I give that rotations, they are here. And if I save and run it, so now I will get like this. So after every 0.1 second, it will draw another new streamline pattern like that. Okay. So because I have given only 100 iterations, it came out. Otherwise, it will go for some more time. It depends on how many iterations you will get.
Sir, please repeat that iteration.
Yeah,
Why?
because I have given only 100 iterations, though it actually it may not, I don't know whether it is convergent or not. It comes out after the 100 iterations and it will give whatever is the solution. Right? If I give more number of iterations, it will go on till convergence. So it will take more time.
And sir, in the last, what the code is given, sir, for what?
In the last,
After this, we after drawing the contour,
yeah.
so line 63. After line 63, the code is for what, sir?
Yeah, actually, this has to give what is the number of iterations, right? So it is giving this here 100. After it is coming out of the loop, it will give how many number of iterations have been done. Suppose it is converged after 10,000. Suppose if I give 10,000, if it comes out after 550 iterations, it will give that 550 here. Is it clear?
Sir, line number 63 to 272, sir. The code it is given, sir, for what, sir?
This is for velocity calculations. This loop is for velocity. U is equal to dou psi by dou y.
Okay, sir.
V
Okay,
equal to minus dou psi by dou x.
Okay, sir.
And this particular one, I am calculating at the midsection. Nx1 is nx plus 1 by 2. Okay, so if it is 40, 42 by 2, some 21. At 21 grid, I am taking here. Okay, at the midsection, I am taking the velocities, how it is changing.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, again explain for velocity.
This one?
From 64 line to.
Yeah, that's what. See, for I equal to 2 to nx minus 1 and 2 to ny minus 1, right? Because on the boundaries, I know left, right, and bottom boundary, they are zeros, and the top boundary u is 5. Okay, all those things I know. I want to find out
Yes,
the
sir.
velocities in the internal points, 2 to nx minus 1 and 2 to ny minus 1. And u is dou psi by dou y. So psi ij plus 1 minus psi ij minus 1 by 2 delta y.
Okay.
And v is equal to dou psi by minus dou psi by dou x. So minus is there, and dou psi by dou x psi I plus 1 minus psi I minus 1 by 2 delta x.
Yes. Psi is calculated from above loop.
Yeah.
Yes.
And after the convergence, I am finding out this velocities.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. And NX1, sir.
Yeah,
70 lines.
nx1 I am taking as nx plus 1 by 2. That is midsection, midpoint of the x values. Okay, I have 0 to the 1 to nx, right?
Yes, sir.
At some section, midsection, I am taking how the velocities are changing.
Okay, sir.
Center line. That's why it is given as UC. Okay, U on the center line. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So
Sir, can you tell the page number of that problem, sir?
Yeah, sure. That is that incompressible flow is there, right? You can see here vorticity transport equation. So this is the FTCS thing. Okay, this is page number 339 in the first volume. Okay, and I go down. Stream function equation. This is for point Gauss-Seidel. And these are the boundary conditions, right? Body surface. If I take this as A, B, C, D like that, left boundary, right boundary, bottom boundary, and top boundary. So he has given here. So along the boundary, left boundary, this is the one. Okay, this is page number 345. In that
Sir,
way,
in the CFD exams, how the question will come and how to we have to
okay, you assume the
approach it.
same. You assume the same question, and now your assignment is to do for this other one, right? Which is given here in the example. Okay, this problem you have to do. So here there is inlet and exit. So some flow will be entering and flow will be leaving. Okay. So here E equal to E0, E equal to 0, psi equal to psi 1. Okay. Anyhow, I think first you try with the lid-driven cavity only, then you can do with the inlet and exit. So here the boundary condition will be different. Newman condition. So here and here. So dou psi by dou x equal to 0. Here V is 0, but U is not 0. Here psi equal to 0, here psi equal to psi 1. Means there is some is entering. So here from here to here psi 1 is constant. And again it is psi 1 to psi, it is jumping back. So whatever is entering, it is coming out. So some volume of flow is entering on the left side and leaving on the right side. Okay, so here I have to give psi equal to psi 1 on this particular boundary, and on the top boundary here, I have to give psi equal to 0. But here I have to have some inlet and some exit. Okay, so like that it is given. So how to give the boundary conditions? It is given actually all explained here. On the I equal to 1, I have these boundary conditions. And on I equal to I here, okay, on I equal to 1 left boundary, J1 to J1 minus 1. So here this is J1 and this is J2. So up to J1 minus 1, psi equal to psi 1, and J1 to J2, dou psi by dou x is 0, and J2 to Jm, psi is 0. And when you come this side, again 1 to J3 minus 1, psi is psi 1, and J3 to J4, dou psi by dou x 0, and J4 to Jm, psi is 0. Okay, that is given here, you can see. Okay, and how to implement this dou psi by dou x 0, that is explained previously. I have inflow and outflow, right? So when there is inflow, the values of psi along the inflow are specified like this. Because dou psi by dou x is 0, right? If you write it in the upwind differencing, that is forward difference, dou psi by dou x with forward difference is this. If you make it 0, I can get psi 1j is equal to 1. Did you understand that? This is 3 psi 1 minus 4 psi 2 plus psi 3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Dou psi by dou x equal to 0. Using that, I have to find out what is psi 1. In the same way, on the outflow also, so psi on the other boundary, psi imj is psi for 1/3 for psi im minus 1j, psi im minus 2j. This is actually backward difference, second order approximation. Okay, so that is the way I can do.
So we have to apply backward difference in both of the cases, inlet and outlet.
On the right boundary, I have to use the backward difference. On the left boundary,
Yes,
I have
sir.
to use
Only
forward difference.
forward back. Yes, sir.
So that is the only modification you have to do. The remaining thing will be as it is. I will show you that so here that updation, it is like this. After every iteration, for the inflow and outflow, I have to do this. Not this. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this one. J1 to J2, for J equal to J1 to J2, means on the left boundary, psi on J is equal to 4 psi 2J minus psi 3J by 3. Similarly, on the right boundary, for J equal to J3 to J4, SF nxj is equal to 4 SF nx minus 1j minus nx minus 2j by 3. So this is to be implemented. After each iteration, this is to be modified. So this is there inside the loop also. So if I execute this, actually, I will get something like this. Can you see? The flow is coming and going into this. So this is what you have to generate. So I have given the whole logic and what is the way to implement. Okay, I am not giving the program, just you remember all this logic and you have to try to implement. Okay, that's what today's class is. And we will go for today's story. It is about person Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know about his name? I think people who are interested in English movies, they know it. Are you familiar with this name?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What are
Yes,
the
sir.
movies you know?
Predators.
Hmm?
Terminator, sir.
Terminator, yeah. Terminator is very famous. So a series of movies have come with Terminator. So if you
First
just
Predator
go
movies.
through his story, and he's also came from a poor family only. And Arnold's first, it is like almost if you see Amitabh Bachchan's early life and Arnold Schwarzenegger's early life, it will be somewhat similar when they tried for movie. So they are both are rejected because of their personality, their voice, and their looks and the way they do. And actually, Amitabh Bachchan also was rejected many times, and Schwarzenegger also was rejected because of his personality and voice. And Arnold's first major setback in his adult life came with his immigration and change of scenery upon his move to the United States of America. So he has moved from his mother country to US. So there he has got problem of the language, accent, and all those things. He arrived in the new world, that is US, with no money to his name and with little knowledge or grasp of the English language. This all made everything seem very outlandish and difficult for Arnold. But he was a keen bodybuilder and always strove for that as his dream profession. However, he needed to get by. He had to put the bodybuilding to the side in place of work, as he took on a job as a bricklayer to earn money to survive. So initially, he worked as a bricklayer. The main moment that would devastate Arnold's life would arrive a year between one and other. In 1971, his brother had died in a car crash, and only a year later, his father had passed away from a stroke. To make matters worse, Arnold was required to miss his own father's funeral due to having to attend training for a competition at that time. So he could not attend his father's funeral also, though he loves him so much. As for his venture out of bodybuilding, Arnold faced initial criticism in the acting world. His demeanor, accent, body type, and name were all labeled as not suited for acting in movies. This did not deter Arnold from pursuing his career into acting. But first, he is more interested in bodybuilding. Just to establish the work ethic that Arnold had and expectations he set for himself, Arnold would often break into closed gyms, as well as make himself sick if he had missed a workout. So he used to break into the even holidays and all out of the times he used to go into the gym and without unofficially and used to workouts. And how much workout he used to do and how much he has passion, you can understand. He states that he would be unable to even bear the thought of looking at himself in the mirror if he had missed a workout at that time. So if any day he misses the workout, he cannot see his own face in the mirror. So he is so much determined in his workouts. This shows his incredibly high standards he set for himself, both mentally and physically, in his pursuit of bodybuilding. And Arnold was so dedicated to his bodybuilding that he even went, this is AWOL means absent without leave. And he is working in military service and he has to go for bodybuilding these things. And once he was absent without leave, right? During his time of serving his mandatory military service. It is compulsory that he has to be in military for some time. So during that, he don't want to miss this. And so he used to miss sometimes. And just so he could attend a bodybuilding competition. This earned him a week of prison time. He was put into prison also because of that. Arnold would go on to achieve his dream and win his first of 7 Mr. Olympia titles at the ripe age of 23. Within age of 23, he won 7 times Mr. Olympia titles. This win had made him the youngest winner of the competition ever, which is a record that he holds still to this very day. Okay, even now, there is nobody less than age of 23 could have that particular title. and he had 7 times he got the title. In his acting career, despite the initial negative stigmas that were placed upon him in regard to his name, accent, and body type, he decided that was not going to deter him from following his next venture, typical of Arnold. So he still continued trying. He decided that all those features on himself that were deemed art for movies would instead be flipped in their head to create an iconic character and person within the movie industry. I think it is safe to say that his plan had worked out in the end. So you can see how many movies, some of the popular movies, Pumping Iron, Conan the Barbarian, it is the first hit movie for him. And there is a sequel to them also. And then Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, Terminator Genesis, Terminator Dark Fate, Commando, Running Man, Predator, Total Recall, True Lies, Twins, Kindergarten, Junior, Jingle All the Way, Red Heat. All these are popular movies of him. And then he entered into the politics also to really try and complete a trifecta of rocking the boat in terms of expectations and branching out. Arnold then moved into a career of politics despite having absolutely no political background. He had won the election on both occasions in his original running and his re-election campaign with a landslide of votes in back-to-back elections as he was elected to become the governor of California. Arnold's majorly successful branch into politics showed that despite his lack in political experience, he was popular amongst the majority of Californians at the time of his election. Okay, and what are the lessons that we can learn? Okay, one is never stay stagnant because he has moved from field to field in bodybuilding, then in movies, then into politics and all. And another thing is be hard on yourself. It breeds improvement. Okay, so you have to be tough at yourself. Okay, and I already told how much he's serious about his workouts. So that is this, and never let your previous experiences and endeavors define your future ones. Right. So always it should not decide what is your yesterday. Need not decide tomorrow. You can always go into a new field and you can be successful. So to conclude with, Arnold was a man of many talents, but not by accident. He challenged himself to excel in every field he entered, regardless of how different the circumstances he fell in from the last. He was hard on himself and challenged himself to the extreme at times, but it was all to bring positive results of the highest quality. It is safe to say that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a man of many talents who challenged himself in every scenario he found himself in, whether expected or unexpected, by accident or on purpose. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Which I
Thank you.
Happy Diwali, sir.
Thank you and same to you. All of you.
Welcome, sir.
Happy Diwali, sir.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali, sir.
Yeah.
Diwali, sir.
So all are at home, so you can have nice time, right? Enjoy.
Yes, sir.